Hello again. It is December 8th, and we are on day 8 of our Whiskey Advent calendar this year. So far, we are, 3 for 7, I believe? Not too bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. Been a little American heavy, but, that's neither here nor there. There's a lot of days left, so I'm foreseeing a lot more variety. Now, I have my list in front of me. Hopefully, you have your list in front of you, and if it's your first time watching this, there's a Google Doc down there in the description. Open it up and you will see the same list that I have. So I want you to listen to my nosing and tasting notes and see if you can come to a conclusion as to what's in the glass. I want this to be an interactive thing. So without talking anymore, subscribe. And let's get into day 8. Get into day 8. A very similar color as yesterday. A little bit on the mildly dehydrated pea. In the glass with you. Cool. Tell you what, this year's Whiskey Tuber Advent Calendar, obviously not mine, but other people's, have been just spectacular so far. I'm really enjoying it. This is one of my favorite YouTube seasons of the year, the Advent Calendar season. I've been really digging it, man. You all have been putting out some killer content, and I'm just looking forward to the rest of the month. All right, on the whiff. Brown sugar. What could that be? Very heavy brown sugar. Brown sugar and wood. Brown sugar and wood, baby. Some caramel. Leaning towards American. A tinge of cinnamon. It's a bourbon nose. I mean, sorry to get a little ahead of myself, but dare I say I feel confident. It's a nice, just bourbon-soaked log of oak that's just been sitting there for a long time. Pretty bright. A lot of butterscotch as well. I like it. It's a good smell. There's not a standout note that I can find to help me differentiate between the other bourbons, though. There's nothing, not an outlying smell. Clean, crisp, kind of mellow, but very oak dominant. A little bit on the sweet side, getting a little bit of circus peanuts. Nutty, a little nutty. A bit of cherry. I'm just spouting off basic bourbon notes, but I am getting them all. Not fresh cherry though, maraschino cherry, like a cherry pie type of thing. There's a bit of a buttery, not custard, but a buttery baked good in there as well. I like it, it's a good nose. I am leaning into the American realm, so take that into consideration. But, all right, I'm gonna try it. All right, come back. It's got a high rye content. It's a pretty decent ABV. I'd say between 45 and 50. It depends on how long it tingles on the old tongue. That's what I'm learning. Its length or brevity, as far as the tingle goes on my tongue and in my cheeks, has helped me indicate the ABV. It's still there, so I'm thinking, yeah, between 45 and 50. But it's a high rye. It's a high rye mash bill. Still there. It's still there. It's still tingling. The flavor's still there. It's pretty long. But still, the mouth is right on it. I'm getting a lot more like Cinnaburst gum, those little tiny red hot candies on the nose. That's crazy how things change after the first sip, isn't it? I love it. I'm gonna go back in. Pretty dry. Very oaky, not sweet, not very sweet at all, in my opinion, on the palate. It's almost as if, like, someone made a peanut butter cookie but forgot to put the sugar in it, if that makes sense. I'm getting that nutty, drying element. I like it. I like it. And looking at what I have, and getting this ABV tingle on my tongue. Very woody. Very, very woody. I mean, that's just like an oak bomb on the finish, and it just multiplies on the finish. It's not bad, not bad. Sorry, my face. This is my thinking face. I make a cringe bitch face when I'm thinking, so don't you know, pay that no mind. So, as far as a guess, anything under 45% ABV for me is off the table. But man, this is so hard. You people, bear with me, that can just taste a bourbon and just pinpoint the distillery and pinpoint so many different things. You all are superheroes to me, because bourbon notes, the difference between, for me, the difference between bourbons and certain bourbon notes are so small. Being able to point those out and pinpoint them, that's like superhero status, dude. That's impressive. Teach me. Okay, my guess is between the 101, the Turkey 101, and the Elijah Craig. It has that a bit of a bite, a bit of a jagged edge that I'm really enjoying, but that I haven't found in a lot of the other things that are a little bit more rounded. And the Elijah Craig that I have is 47%, so that would kind of fit the ABV that I've been talking about. And I don't drink it very often, so that's why it's kind of new to me, and it's not ringing any bells, and that's ringing a bell that it doesn't ring any bells. Does that make sense? Because, as I mentioned before, can't find bourbons that well, so when it comes to my bourbon collection, I drink it very sparingly, because I know I have no fucking clue when I'm going to find that bottle again. So woody. That's just throwing wood chips in your mouth and sprinkling a little bit of cinnamon and alcohol. All right. Well, it could be the E.H. No, see, I don't think it's the E.H. Taylor, because that's 50% as well, and I remember that being better, more rounded, a little softer, dare I say smoother. All right, I'm gonna stick with the Elijah Craig small batch. Day 8, another American, and that's my choice. What do you think? Have my notes helped ring any bells? Has that pinpointed what you think it could possibly be? I know I've said this before, And I very much understand if you don't believe me, but I am fairly certain that this is American. I'm about 95%. More than that, but I'm just being a little bit cautious. So there's number 8, looking at me right in the face. I see you. So yeah, that's what I'm going to stick with. I'm going to stick with Elijah Craig, small batch. Damn it. I drink this all the time! Like, how did I not get this? That's what's so crazy about blinds, man. I honestly remember this being sweeter. I really do. Like, that's one of the things that I prefer this over, like, Buffalo Trace, for example, is they're both readily, these are actually pretty available here in China. And the prices are pretty good, actually. I prefer this over the Buffalo Trace because it has a level of sweetness that I actually, I prefer. And I wasn't getting it. I wasn't getting it this time. Some bitch. Well, whatever. It's okay. It is what it is. 3 for 8. That's still not a bad record so far. So, right on. 101, baby. There you are. Day 8. Ooh, that was probably loud, sorry. Day 8 in the books. Thanks for coming by. Ming Tian Jin. See you tomorrow.